Yo, what's up? We're back. We got another video for you today. And today we're going to be talking about the best defensive abilities in Madden 22 right now. And before we hop into the video, if you haven't subbed to the channel and turn your noties on, do that right now and drop a like. It greatly helps out the channel and I really appreciate it. And without further ado, let's hop into the defensive abilities. Let's go. So we're going to talk about the Madden 22 abilities, the defensive abilities, what I think are the best in the game. I'm not putting them in any specific order, like this one's better than the other, and we're just going to pop through and talk about some of the ones I think are the best. So first off on the list, we're going to talk about Acrobat. So one of the best defensive abilities in the game, and defenders with this ability will dive for increased range on pass breakups and interceptions. Madden 22 MUT is heavily pass dominated offensive schemes. So this is one of the really good defensive abilities to have is Acrobat. Your guys will reach, dive, and jump for breakups and interceptions. So it's a great ability to have. The next defensive ability that we're going to talk about is bench press. Defenders with this ability apply bonus fatigue to their man coverage target after a successful press win. So if you do run man coverage, which a lot of people do not, and I would not suggest running too much man, maybe mix it in every now and then. But if you do, and your defender wins a successful press on them, you will make the receivers more fatigued. After, let's say, 3 successful presses, they will be in the yellow. Their receiver will be in the yellow. After 5, it will be in the red on fatigue. So if you do love running man coverage, this is a really good man coverage one to have, your bench press. The next one we're going to talk about is the deep out zone KO. There is a deep in, a deep in zone, but deep out will be covering the outside thirds of the field. And this one's defenders with this ability force more catch knockouts and react quicker in deep zone coverage 20+ yards from the line of scrimmage outside the hash marks. And usually when you're getting bombed on deep, it is going to be on the outside with those people doing the wheel routes or the post, and the posts are crossing over until the outside third, slant, stuff like that. So that's why I prefer the deep out zone instead of the deep in. Edge threat. Defenders with this ability use faster, more dominant pass rush moves while rushing from the edge of the defense. So your two ends, your defensive ends, edge threat. It was really OP last year. We're not seeing too much of it right now, but this still is a good defensive ability to have, and one that could be a lot better when they get it. The edge threat elite. Currently no player qualifies to get this, but when this becomes available, you will get that dominant, faster, more pass rush, and applies QB pressure while rushing from the edge. This one could be more OP or glitchy or broken when this comes available for some defenders. So we'll stay tuned for that. We'll keep waiting for the when we get a card that is able to get that ability. Another good one is the flat zone KO. So defenders with this ability force more catch knockouts and react quicker in any flat zone coverage less than 10 yards from the line of scrimmage and outside the hashes. So your zones, man, your little zone flatties. You're gonna get the quicker reaction and the more knockout catches with that. Another great ability to have. Lurker. Defenders with this ability can make jumping 180 degree interceptions while lurking in a zone in the middle of the field. Now, I will go ahead and tell you right now, a great card to put this on, a card that is just one of the best cards in the game right now, is this Ted Hendricks that's at the top of the list here. You put this card on him, have him in the middle of the field, dude be grabbing things out of the sky. Just any ball that comes near him. Pop, 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 pop. So, Lurker. This is going to a great card, a great ability to have, and especially on this card if you have this card, which I do. The last of the zones is the mid zone KO, which this one, I think's the best, and then it'll be the flat and then the deep one. But this one's the mid zone KO. Defenders with this ability force more catch knockouts and react quicker in any mid zone field of coverage less than 20 yards from the line of scrimmage inside the numbers and 10 to 20 outside. So this one is out of those zone KOs. I think mid zone KO, and then the flat one, and then the deep one, or it could be the deep one then the flat. Yeah, because you do get beat a lot on those deep out thirds. So yeah. Defensive rally. Defenders with this ability will grant a bonus pass rush point to all defensive linemen on any third or fourth down. So if you have this ability, your defensive lineman will get that bonus rush point, and this is a pretty good ability to have. Stonewall. Defenders with this ability will frequently prevent additional yardage gains while tackling. So if you're getting run on a lot, this is a great card to use. And it won't stop. Okay, so it won't stop you from them not breaking tackles. They'll still can break tackles on you, but when you do make a successful tackle, it will stop them from getting that extra yardage falling forward. That's what this ability is for. So if you're really getting run on hard and you just want to stop those extra yardage, this is a possible ability that you could use. Under pressure. Defenders with this ability can apply pressure to the quarterback from a greater distance. A possible ability that you could use, right? This is not in the top of the list, and some of these are not in the top of the list, but they're just possible defensive ones you could use. So when you apply pressure on a QB, if they feel pressure, they can make a bad throw. So the reason this would be good is if they make bad throws, you're liable to get more interceptions or just incomplete passes. So this is why this could possibly be a good ability to use for your defensive players that are going to be putting the pressure on, that you're going to be sending pressure with. Unpredictable. Defenders with this ability are less likely to increase their blockers' resistance bars when performing shed wins. Another good defensive ability to put on your boys. Inside stuff. This is what you're going to be putting on that big old defensive tackle right in the middle, man. Defenders with this ability use faster run shed moves for a better chance at shedding blocks against the inside zone run plays. All right, so inside stuff for your defensive linemen. Run stopper. Defenders with this ability do not need to spend a point on shed attempts during a run play. So this will not cost you a point on your defensive player when you shed during a run play. Run stopper. So that's going to be it for the defensive abilities in the game. These are not your superstar X factors, but just defensive abilities. And these are some of what I think are the best defensive abilities in the game. Make sure you check out my other video, the offensive abilities. And thank you guys. We'll see you again soon. Peace.